back, Thunderleaf fans, and I probably jumped that by just a second and got cut off because this wouldn't be Thunderleaf if we did this right. So we're getting back into the swing of it, and we're going to start with some quick thank yous as we get started. So we've got Kevin McLeod from Income Tech with our intro and outro music. We've got our producer Greg running the soundboard from Sirenscape, and we are going to be getting back into the woods with some Humblewood from Hit Point Press and D&D Beyond tonight. So if you haven't been watching, feel free to just hit that last episode and throw a like, subscribe, or check out our Patreon at the same time. But let's start by introducing our fantastic players. And we'd like to do that with a quick question for us, get us into character. And tonight, our question is going to be, what is your pet in the Humblewood universe? Is it or a dog type creature, a cat type creature, or what do you think your character would have? And who would like to start us off?
I'll take this one. I think Horbus would actually have a couple of ladybugs. And he treats them like I treat my cats.
He would. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. There's something of me in all of my characters.
Have a ladybug tree. I like it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he spends way too much money on them. Buys them treats and trees and stuff.
All right. Who wants to go next?
I'll go. So, everybody, I'm Ray. I'm going to be playing our amazing prophet, Ember. And she actually has pet fish, but it's a little unique. They're piranha, and she uses them to help strip the meat off the bones of those she faces.
Oh man. All right. Let's flip to the other end of that spectrum then. And Amy.
Hello. I am playing Clearin, our Gerbean fighter. And currently she has flail snails, which is the highlight of my Amy's life. I think she would probably have like a little like lobster or a shrimp. Something with like little pincers. I'm sure she thought it would just look really unique and cool and different. And also, Greg, I need you to know that ladybugs can get like STDs. So that's all.
Why do you know that?
Yeah, that's
and now we all know that.
Amy.
But like, where did you learn that?
Why was that relevant for your life?
It's surely not. I don't remember where I first heard it, but I know an entomologist, so it's been.
Amazing.
I can't let Greg have nice things.
Apparently not. Yeah, Horbus's ladybugs. By the way, I'm Greg. I play Horbus. Horbus's ladybugs do not have STDs.
I mean, did you get them tested?
They are
How do you
clean.
know?
We got them tested.
There was that one weekend though that Ladybug number 2 got out. Like
We don't talk about that weekend, okay? It was rough for all of us.
Amazing. All right. Mike, how do we one up that?
Oh man, I don't know that I can. But I'm Mike, and I'm playing Tallow, our Vulpin cleric, and I think he would have a little firefly kind of in a lantern somewhere that he kind of refers to as the smallest missionary in the Prophet's army.
Aw.
Adorable and awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I am Donnie, our dungeon master here in the forest, and I think I'd go with a little pet dragonfly that like would just fly around with you. I think that'd be pretty cool. But
You know they bite?
Interesting.
Mhm.
I did not know that.
I got bit by one once.
Of course you did.
Somebody really just threw a rock at you, Greg. Like...
Yeah, that tracks. Yeah.
Uh,
Did you see
Oh.
that dragonfly?
whack. All right, so we are getting back to the woods where our intrepid prophet has led the rebellious forces of the um, humble folk to their first victory over the Corvus forces of the Aldertree. And with that led to some celebrating, some revelry, and then some partying led to planning. And you all had found that there was some symbols of the avium on the enemy's general, which you all defeated, and took his sword. You discovered he had a life-stealing long sword that you absconded with, and a token from the avium, a hub of power for the religious arm of the Corvus Council, and a potential target for the rebellion in some way. You all had been discussing that, as well as the opportunity to maybe recruit some other villages as a possibility. But we were kind of just starting to force some plans. We were organizing with the leader of the coalition, Brenna Benacerdan, as well as the village leaders of Bracken Mill, the town that you all are occupying and is kind of the center of the rebellion now, Mayor Alder Thicket, as well as some old friends from Meadowfen, including the old town master from there and his Gerbine constable. I'm trying to find out their listings of their names.
Mr.
And
Pickles.
yes, that's right. It was Theodore Picklesworth, wasn't it? I believe. And yeah, so that was kind of where we had left off. You all weren't quite sure what the next step was going to be, but there are some various people in the village, different parties, and fellow leadership that you could rely on to kind of help make decisions if you'd like.
We also talked about going back to the ancient lady in that tree.
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
Glad everyone
we
knows what
wanna-
I'm talking about.
We want to talk with the head, the general's head.
Yes, that's right.
Right.
Oh, and Tello was making people bury themselves.
Oh yeah,
That's right. That
God.
was so messed up.
Oh,
First battle and first war crime all at once in the
not
forest.
Would it be
war
D&D
crime,
if
they're
it
already
worked that
dead.
way?
They're just being helpful.
Yeah.
Fair enough, I guess.
I think it is like an actual cartoon in Fantasia, though. Like, yeah.
The super dark version of Fantasia.
Yeah.
How
So the
blown would
regular.
Talos' mind be if he saw Fantasia?
That'd be pretty impressive.
That was the other thing that happened at the end of last episode was a interesting merchant had just pulled up into town
Right.
as well. Your old friend Splexamander and his wagon of wondrous goods.
I think with Splex in town, Orbis is going to talk to, like, do we have a head alchemist or something like that?
I think there'd be there's Quartermaster Skip or I think Mother Hen would be the best party. She came from the original coalition and is kind of the head of the like medical group and does do potions and things like that as well.
Okay, so I think having seen Splex show up, Orbis is going to track down Mother Hen.
Okay. Yeah, and you would find her in we had visited earlier, at least the Prophet had the kind of convalescence hospital after the battle where some of your wounded was recovering. And you would find Mother Hen there working with those who were injured in the battle.
Mother Hen, I have a matter of utmost importance.
Oh, that's amazing. What's so important that you come to Mother Hen here?
I worry that something might be about to happen to the camp's water supply.
Hmm. That's quite important. Obviously, clean water is extremely important. That's why, I mean, you remember you helped spearhead the trench digging procedures, making sure things were directed correctly. We worked on that together just a while back. Yeah.
Yes. No, that's part of the reason I care so much about making sure it maintains integrity. Is but just do you have a way to test the water, make sure it's still safe?
Um. Well, yeah. It shouldn't be too much to do that. You have reason to think something's wrong with it. Then should we sound an alert?
No. I don't want to alarm anyone. It's just remember that potion merchant showed up right around the same time the water went bad at Meadowfen.
She would look at you a little blankly, and she'd be like, "I've never been to Meadowfen."
I'm sorry. The rebellions. It's all happened so fast. Things blur together. There's a potion merchant who showed up at Meadowfen right around the same time their water supply turned sour, and I just saw him come in camp.
And this is when you were there when the Corvus burnt the village to the ground. I mean, it seems like
shortly before
poisoning the
that.
water would be pretty reasonable tactic.
Shortly before that, it was before they were quite as aware of us as they are now.
Oh, okay. And the merchant was selling potions to help with this?
That's what he said.
Okay, and were people getting better?
They were getting broke.
Yeah, I mean, it's an unfortunate side. I've seen it before. I mean, you know the cost of potions. They're not cheap.
I'm just saying, let's keep an eye on the water. If once is a coincidence, twice is a pattern.
Well, I don't disagree with you on that, and I'll make sure to check the water. I'll have an aide run out for a sample shortly. We constantly are making trips to the well here in town.
Well, let's set that up once a day, just to be sure. I mean, if nothing else, it's a good precaution nonetheless.
Yeah, of course. You said this. Who was this potion dealer?
Oh, no, don't worry about that. I'll handle that.
Oh, okay then. Well, I mean, if he's got some extra goods, we're trying to make as many contacts as possible. It's hard to take care of this many people in one place.
I will make sure he knows that anything he's not selling should come to you.
Anything he's not selling. I mean, I've got funds. We can purchase things too.
Anything he's not selling will come your way.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you for your time, and I hope that was helpful.
Oh, most certainly. Thank you, Mother Hen, and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
He'll head on his way.
All right. Is there anything else? Anybody? We were going to talk to the head. So Tallow, and our prophet. Who else is
Head.
there for some head talking?
Yeah, I will cast Speak with Dead
All right.
and reanimate this head on a pike, I think it is.
That sounds accurate.
Seems like something Ember would do.
And what do we? I believe you get 5 questions. Is that still the case?
Yeah, 5 questions. I will look to the prophet.
She's gonna blow this. Are you sure you want her to ask the questions?
It's gonna be great.
It'd be amazing.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
What are your thoughts on soup?
Shoulder.
She's probably going to look at the head, and the first question she's going to ask is, "Can you speak?"
And it's going to kind of like shudder a little bit as the spell takes a hold and this question is asked, and the eyes kind of flutter open and the beak kind of creaks open, and like it's kind of puff of dry, raspy air comes out, and it says, "Yes."
"Tallow, it works. It can speak." Ah. What's it like being dead?
Super dark.
Maybe ask about like their camps or things they're doing, or I mean anything.
His last words.
No.
Oh, yes. Your last words to me. What did they mean?
And he's silent on this one.
You probably have to remind him what the words are. Because then he died.
Okay, that's 3, right?
Yep.
This is
How
exactly
many are
right.
how many are at the avium?
Hundreds?
How do we get in?
The elevator. And he kind of, his eyes close and beak closes and goes silent.
Well, we get to the elevator.
I'm concerned he didn't respond about his last words.
I told you, I don't think those were his.
No.
Do you think it's the old lady?
I kind of think everything's the old lady.
I don't like her and I don't want to go.
She was nice. No, she saved us from the
She's
big
helpful.
fire demons. Yeah. Well, she gave us these neat pins. Yeah.
Tea?
Yeah, some tea. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you know of this elevator?
Do I know of this elevator?
Yeah.
Well,
You said we have to get to the elevator. I don't know what that means.
presumably, it's a large tower. It's going to have an elevator. I don't know how to get to it. I mean, we could stab everything in the way.
Oh,
That seems
we
easiest.
talked about Lord of the Ringsing it. Just a big old battle over here. 2 little baby people going over here.
We did.
Yeah,
Horbus was gonna like drop clear onto the roof or
That's
something.
right.
That's right. Yeah, we were gonna drop into the roof together.
Mm-hmm. And we were gonna maybe use biological warfare, which I still think we should do.
Yeah.
I mean, why rule anything out at this point?
Yeah.
You can't call them war crimes unless you define them.
It's kind of an extension of every rule exists for a reason then.
We gotta fight a little dirty. It's a rebellion, you know?
I look forward to the letter from Hit Point Press.
Please cease and desist. Yeah.
Cease and desist.
I mean, we'd get some attention. That's for
I was
sure.
gonna say they noticed us.
You
Out
can
of
continue,
curiosity,
but
where did you all perform this ritual?
weren't we in the
War room.
like the council room? Yeah.
I mean, you definitely were at the kind of end of that conversation. I just didn't know if you wanted to relocate. Did you ask anybody to leave, or like include anybody in particular? Or was this just like middle of the war session this kind of occurred and we're like, yeet?
I think that one. I think Ember found out he could do it.
That
And
sounds
she was
about
like,
right.
do the thing, wizard man.
All right, so with those questions then, and with that being the case, Benna would kind of comment, well, the elevator in Hundreds makes sense. I mean, it's not as big as Alderheart, but it's a huge tree conclave with all of the support networks of that. But the elevator, I mean, there's typically just the main entrance where you enter the avium through the service elevator up into the boughs of the trees, and that's what makes it such a dangerous fortress. Is there's just the one entrance if you're not able to fly to the boughs of the tree yourself.
It's, I think, a distractionary battle is the right course. Get a small elite unit into the avium. We can gain control of the elevator and then block their forces out. Take the stronghold for our own. And then we'll have them from two sides.
And you see Benna looks kind of like a little fanatical off the recent success of the battle outside the city, and she's like, where do you want the coalition to hit?
It has to be somewhere that would be important enough to the council to draw most of their forces.
I mean, it's gonna take a lot of threat to pull them away. I just don't think we're prepared to take Alderheart yet.
Where does their money come in?
Yes,
Well-
that's why you're the prophet.
Well, they received the tax shipments. I mean, that's always been their biggest source of income, but they pretty much all goods kind of come and go through Alderheart. It's so centrally located in the forest. Unfortunately, they have us kind of hemmed off from the south and the east. I mean, we might be able to even just maybe we feint towards Alderheart. It could seem it could be high risk though. If they come out of Alderheart in force to pursue us, it was going to be a pitched battle without you there, Prophet, to swing the tides.
Then maybe the prof is there.
So, volunteer as tribute, because I messed up everything last time. But what is the goal? What are we trying to do? Do we have someone on the inside? Maybe we could get a map. That could be helpful. Also,
Map.
Talo, yeah, can make people just like there could be many Talos, right? So can we make it look like there's many of us and be fruitful and visually multiply? How do we do that?
And they kind of look around the table, and the Benna is like, well, I think we just bear force on the avium. We could just marshal all our forces together and burn them out from the root of the tree.
It's tempting, Benna, but if we do that, then they'll bring in forces from the Alderheart and we'll be pinched. They'll cut off our forces and slaughter us.
And with you saying that, Horbus, the mayor of Alderheart, the hedgehog known as Mayor Alder Thicket, he turns to you. Horbus, your consistent, thoughtful reserve here is much appreciated. Benna, I've been saying one victory does not make a war. We're still outnumbered here. We can easily find a way to infiltrate. Stealth is what we need here, and a little bit of wit. They're as susceptible to infiltration as we are here. They're as reliant on goods coming in and out of the avium. There's still people coming and going. They're not shut off. There's got to be a way in. Somebody's gotta have connections. Somebody's got to make deliveries there. Um, I would check around. Maybe some of the local merchants have a way or a connection.
Did Ember see Splex come in?
Boy, it's been a hot minute since we recorded the end of that episode. I'm trying to remember how you all noticed Spleck rolling in. I feel like you're going to get constant reports. I think you probably would have been apprised of this new arrival.
We will recruit the merchant. He will be our way in.
But as satisfying as victory is, and as much as I would love nothing more than blood, I do think a measured approach is going to keep more of us alive for longer.
Who do we have that was on the other side?
What do you mean on the other side?
I mean, quite literally, like somebody, maybe we have like a POW or somebody that did in fact like flip-flop to join us, who would have previously in their life been a part of the avium or something close to.
Gotcha. I understand. Let's get a D20 roll and kind of use it to see how that plays out. What we have available.
Worst case, I can get one of the soldiers to dig themselves up, and we can ask.
13.
A 13. Yeah, I think probably some of the wounded in the convalescence hospital are probably from the other side. I don't think like the village really is going to draw a difference between particularly humble folk, because they was humble folk on the front lines for the oncoming forces as well. So I think there's a fair chance that like some of the people recovering in the village are actually part of their forces. And what were you? So are you like gonna kind of intimidate, interrogate, coerce?
I'll be a nurse. I'm just gonna play cool like my mama would and do all the medical stuff that I possibly can, and just try to very politely engage in conversation and steer it in a direction that would be helpful is the plan.
I mean, that makes sense for Clear on a lot of levels. So let's start by getting a medicine check just to see in general how like good a job you do in helping patients and taking care of them.
15.
15. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely very good bedside manner. They feel like they're being taken care of and healed. Let's go ahead and get a persuasion roll to like, once you've identified like these might be the people, what can we get out of them?
9.
A 9. So
too many rolls in a row. I was pushing it.
Yeah, I think though it really comes off more so as it's not so much that you're unable to find information so much as there's just only so much they can give. Most of these are just baseline soldiers. They're like frontline cannon fodder. So you get some of the stories from behind the lines there and how most of these folks have been like conscripted into armed forces by the Corvus Council. There is a sense of loyalty to the city, though. There's clearly another side from these people. You hear the thought that the rebellion is trying to break up the forest, and is everything perfect? No, but there was never killing and murder and things like that. Like there's a little bit of a disillusion with maybe what the rebellion is trying to bring for those people. So even though they were conscripted, there's a I'm defending my home kind of attitude as well from them.
Well, it has been very pleasant helping you this fine evening. I'll just tie it a little bit tighter on a few folks. Thanks for this most pleasant conversation. And remember, you people suck. That's all. I mean, oh, fighting bad. Oh, home. Yay. Patriotism. Okay. God damn it.
Right. Any other information we're going to try and find? People we want to talk to? Thoughts on how we proceed?
I think we speak to the merchant.
Yeah, I want
Perhaps
to.
he's been there.
I want to talk to the old lady in the woods, and I want to get Splex on our side.
So the
So you
old
probably
lady in the
don't want
woods.
Horbus around for that part. Because Horbus still, like, Splex is setting off his cop census.
The old lady in the woods is a long ways away, so she would be on the opposite side of the forest, unfortunately. So
Magic
you could,
mirror?
but it would be a
How do we?
well. That would be an option. Is maybe a high enough spellcaster could help you. It's probably hard to find somebody though if you all don't have the ability.
Hello.
Not quite yet.
But yeah, I mean, you certainly would be able to go out and talk to Spleck. He is setting up his wagon of magnificent goods outside the gates, but inside the defensive perimeter of the city, and is just generally offering various wares, things he's brought with him from other towns. He seems to have a lot more like weapons and armor than he would have had in Meadowfen. But he's still got a selection of, terrific potions that he's hand curated in his travels through the woods as well.
Mm-hmm. Is Tallow coming with Ember? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna walk up, and Ember's just gonna be like, "He lives. You remember us?" And she's got just her big axe, that is super intimidating.
And he instantly drops a potion, and it shatters in the thing. I know we had our disagreements before. I still am just a businessman seeking to make my way in this world. I don't hold a grudge. I hope.
Why would you hold a grudge? We murdered for you.
It was quite the intense experience, and a lot of things happened. I just want to make sure we're on good terms still. That's all. Your most profitiness.
She's gonna pat him on the back, and she's be like, "You are welcome for the death that we brought." Mm-hmm. Tell me, where have you been?
Well, I generally have a nice trading loop through the woods. I was in Meadowfen last we saw, and I then made a trip down to the Marshview and Saltar's Port, just briefly, and resupplied there in Saltar's Port. My next stop brought me, I did make Alderheart just before the shut down there. And then we came by way, I would normally go back out to Meadowfen at that point, but well, there's just nothing there anymore. So I went to Bracken Mill and just thought I'd see if there was a burgeoning trade here in the coalition. I'm sure establishing commerce is a big part of establishing your legitimacy of your reign as future leaders of the forest, good prophet.
He talks a lot. Just looking at Tallow.
He does.
Is it because he is nervous?
And he's like frantically like polishing bottles and like shifting them into like different racks, just like anything to keep his hands busy.
I'm gonna use the ring that we have and cast Calm Emotions on him.
Okay. And what does that do exactly?
If he was, hostile or frightened, it would take care of any. It would make him indifferent. Immune to charmed or frightened.
Okay. So yeah, he kind of just slows down and he kind of seems to relax a little bit. So, and he's like,
yeah.
So, I mean, what ways could I be of service to you here? I mean, I'm just here I've got wide range of goods I think that can benefit a lot of you here, and maybe, I've got some potions that help out your combat prowess, prophet. Not that you need it, of course, but maybe even you want to just be a little bit more awesome than you are already.
Have you been to the avium?
Well, yeah, I certainly go to the avium from time to time. The trade there can be a bit hoity-toity for my tastes in general. They frown upon the lowbrow needs of the common man there in the avium. Bunch of toity lumos there. But, anytime I seem to have a dearth of, fine fabrics, and if I ever get a trade of some jewelry from somebody, avium's usually a good place to find to unload that. Those lumos have too much money and not enough good sense not to spend it, but you gotta have the right goods.
And they let you in?
Well, yeah, I mean, I haven't been recently, but in the past, yeah, they've got commerce and they get shipments of goods. They need food just like anybody else.
You just go right in through the elevator.
Well, in the past, there's the gates, and you used to be able to. Times are a bit more restrictive at the moment. I haven't been back recently, not since Alderheart closed its gates. But I gotta imagine they still need something.
And you like coin, right? That's what you're here for ultimately.
Well, I mean, yeah, Spleck is a businessman. Business Newt.
Good. Do you happen to have any of these fine fabrics or goods?
Well, I mean, if you're in the market, this here is a one-of-a-kind silk, fresh from Salter's Port. I mean, came just off a boat from the Far East, and he kind of flaunts his cloth, and it's definitely like it's red, but it looks pretty much like spun wool, just dyed, like.
How big is Splex's cart?
Food truck size, like.
What's the Humblewood version of Trojan horse?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely big enough that like it's pulled by two big ferrets, and like yeah, I mean, I would say like decent sized, like travel trailer size, somewhere in there, food truck size, like a couple people and some goods.
Remember last time though, I pounded I like smashed a random thing and then I shrunk. I was this big. So if he's got one of those.
That's right.
You
if
could
we
have
could get a bunch of
hundreds.
those,
I was
we
in
can get a
Talon's
whole
pocket.
battalion in there.
Amy, your beautiful brain.
I spent half an episode in Mike's pocket, I think.
That's right.
That was amazing.
We have 2 come in from the top. We have an army come in miniatures from the bottom. In Splex's cart is what I'm thinking. If that's doable.
I like that.
Okay, but then what?
Attack!
Then we take
Murder.
over the Avium. Because if we could send a whole battalion in there.
Yeah. And we...
Like, if we could get them down to like, action figure size.
I still think we need information before we send in our toy soldiers.
Who needs information?
Also,
yeah,
what
no,
if he
that's a
has
good idea.
like 2 potions?
Well, maybe we start production lining those potions of miniaturization while we're getting some information on the Avium.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe we send Splex in and be like, yo, hey, if you like breathing, come back with information.
And you know, that actually reminds me, you all did actually dispatch scouts at the end of last time as well. So yeah, it probably would be due back in just a couple days is what I think we said. So if you're gonna wait for the scouts to return, you definitely have a couple days for something. So making a whole production line, maybe not.
But we could at least get that started, right?
Since Prophet and you 2 are down there, why don't we get a perception check?
$18.
14.
So while there are quite a few potions in the in his like assorted wares, there's definitely not like a Walgreens worth of like potions. It's like there's probably like a nice wooden case with like kind of a couple handfuls of assorted vials. So like he's not gonna have like economy scale shrink potions for the army, unfortunately. At least not on hand.
I was just gonna say, little man, where did you get them? The potions that made my tiny friend tinier? Do you remember when we killed those Russian chickens for you?
Yeah. Who could forget? The inventory was off 1 in my potions of bigness. Usually the results are larger, but you know, sometimes odd biochemistries can throw off the reactions, and you just happened your friend seemed to have an adverse reaction and shrunk.
She's gonna look at Tallow and be like, what did he say?
It's well within the normal deviation and expected failure rate as prescribed in the Certified Potion Makers of Humblewood Association Incorporated. And he points at this like kind of official looking document that's in a like ramshackle frame on the side of the
it's a very
cart.
large letter C. Just barely is what it is.
Definitely not accusing you of anything, but say that side effect was a desired result.
Well, I probably could swing the odds of it happening a little bit. Yeah, potion making's not really an exact science, you see.
Does price influence results?
I mean, it doesn't hurt.
Of course.
I love love Spleck so much.
He's amazing.
Now he's just in his element because you relaxed him.
A different kind of show, buddy.
Do you have any of those potions on you?
Yeah, I got I'm actually trying to just pull up dice here because my desk dice have vanished. So give me 1 second and we will see how many he has. This is normally not that hard, but for whatever reason, I'm not finding my stupid dice in D&D Beyond all of a sudden.
I assume they were all just poorly labeled vials, and you're just kind of rooting through them.
Oh no, he has very strict inventories, of course.
Remember for like 6 months I just had no dice in D&D Beyond and I had to use a different browser?
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, there's a
You
dice.
have the weirdest tech issues.
Yes.
Yes.
Like,
You have two very tech people on this team that are like, I don't know how to fix what happened to you.
yeah. Like, we need a shaman.
I don't
So,
know what
And
happened.
exorcism is all I've got left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would pull out 2 vials that are like kind of like shimmering blue, and there's a little geode floating in them that goes kind of larger and smaller in like a regular pulsing. Says, I've got 2 on hand that I already made. These are standard potions of bigness, of course, you understand. So, ideally, it'll give you a lot more strength, make you much more intimidating. Not that you need it, Prophet, but there's a chance they can shrink somebody.
Perfect. And I will reach for those and say, Prophet, pay the man.
Do you take bones?
I tend to prefer gold, but I tell you what, I can just send an invoice to your quartermaster. If you just endorse this contract for me, Prophet, I'll make sure that this gets invoiced correctly.
A contract. You wish to be the sole merchant of the rebellion?
Well, no, I mean, standard purchase order and invoicing procedures, you'll owe me within 30 days, and comparable fee schedules in case payment is delayed, or there's a minimal convenience fee, of course, for delayed payments. Nothing, all standard boilerplate, as you can see here.
She's gonna look at the contract and she's like holding it up to the light. And like, I still can't read. She's just gonna like crumple it and toss it, and she's gonna like put her arm over her shoulder and she's like, "How would you like to join the rebellion? Walk with me, Splex." And she's gonna try to intimidate him into joining the good guys.
I mean, yeah, just go ahead, roll an intimidation roll here for us.
You wouldn't want to be on the wrong side. Shit. 8.
8, and you know that makes perfect sense because he is kind of emotionally deadened a little bit here. So he's kind of like, you know, I mean, I understand there's certainly probably a benefit to being bound, but you have to understand I'm a merchant of minimal means, you see, Prophet, and you know, sometimes I certainly would not want to play favorites, yeah, but you know, that's beneficial. What passes out of their hands could pass into yours, of course, and you know, vice versa. It's a, you know, why not let the market determine where the goods are sold?
If like steam could come out of her nose, like it would.
I tell you what, why
Actually, I guess
don't
it
you
can.
just leave me with one of those bones, and I'm sure your accountants will see that as accountability enough.
The price of the potions is not a concern. Your loyalty, however, Splex.
Oh no, Spleck doesn't tell secrets. You know Spleck.
We're going to need your cart.
My cart. Okay. I mean, I'm willing to make some rental arrangements.
You said you
You'll
kind of
certainly
walked
be
away from
accountable
the
for
cart.
damages, and
There's too many people were talking there.
yeah.
Sorry.
And what do you need it for?
Don't worry about it. We'll return it in mostly good condition.
And he pulls out another contract. Well, you know, for the rental properties and damages, insurance, liabilities, the usual fees apply for that. And he just has this in his pocket for you. I'd happily make a deal for you.
I'm sure someone will look over this, and she's just gonna toss it over her shoulder. She's gonna like lead him to like the kitchen and be like, "Why don't we get some drinks?"
And he looks
You've
at
been
Tallow
traveling
as they're
for
like
a long
walking
time.
together, and he's like, you could probably sign for these, right?
I'll grab the contract and try to look it over.
All right, give it an intelligence check.
Ooh.
21.
21. It's a bit predatory for sure. There's definitely some riders that like he's coming out of like from his, you know, food cart. He's gonna be leaving in like a Mercedes Sprinter here all of a sudden. Things like that. But overall, I mean, it does seem like standard contract. Like you're agreeing to borrow the cart, you'll pay for it if it doesn't get returned in good condition or repairs. And he's asking for it's a sizable rental fee, but you know, you're paying with military expenses. It's probably fine.
All right. Looks expensive, but not too bad.
And he'll follow you guys to a drink for sure. He's not one to say no and he hands over those potions of bigness to the prophet, of course, no problem. And he does have a couple compatriots with him at this point. A couple burly looking like Mapics, they're raccoon creatures. They look pretty tough, but they are taking orders at the counter as he's been discussing with you, and there's definitely a flow of traffic coming in and out. And he starts to kind of discuss the plan here of what you're going to do with his cart. He tells you kind of how he's in the past made deliveries of goods to the avium. The more drinking you give him, the more he kind of tells you of it. Like that there usually is a checkpoint just outside the service elevators. Goods go up and down those elevators all the time. He thinks security's probably pretty tight based on what's been going on. So you'd have to have a good reason to be there, but he kind of thinks that's a plausible plan. Any other prep we think we need to do, or who are we kind of preparing to go out? And then, like I said, we should have some scouts coming back within the next day or so.
I think while Ember and Tallow are on that, Horbus is kind of scouting for anybody else who might have any kind of flight abilities within the rebellion.
I'm sorry, one more time. There's a
flight. He's looking for anybody else who can fly. Magically or biologically.
Unfortunately, there's probably not a whole lot. The cause is not largely made up of like raptors or corvum. There's a couple gallows, of course, a couple strig. They tend to be a little bit more burly and a little bit more ground bound. it's really the Corvum and yourself, the Raptors, that are usually the closest to flying. But even flight is more of like sugar gliding type of floating.
I think he was as much looking for magic, like because he found that magic ring,
Yeah.
and so he was looking for anybody who might be able to cast flight.
That would be excessively rare.
Okay.
Yeah, magic of that level is not super common.
Are there flying animals? Like, are there actual birds? Are there
Make a nature check.
flying monkeys?
What, like Goofy's dog kind of thing?
Yeah. 19.
19. There definitely are. And I think with a 19, what particularly would stand out to you, the prophet, as a barbarian, is the legends of the griffins in the mountains to the north.
I mean, that sounds awesome. And now she wants one. Um, do we have
Yes.
anybody who would be able to speak with the griffins?
These would be like wild creatures that could be like caught, possibly trained, tamed.
Animal
Yeah, but like,
handling.
would like speak with animals be a thing?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
There's definitely some basic like druidism in the woods as well. Um, that would be relatively easy to find somebody who's got like speak with animals and things like that.
Okay. Ember would definitely want like a party to go up there and come back with all of them.
Okay, dispatching. So let's see. How do we want to handle that? Let's have a roll for recruitment here. Let's have that be. Would you say we could do like charisma, persuasion, or maybe we could do something? How do you think you go about this, organizing this party?
I'll be honest, they both suck, charisma and persuasion. Um, that
I'd say you're also the leader of the rebellion. You could outsource this task to your party members.
yeah.
I think Claire would just want to go because she'd be like, I could do that, or I could be bait at the avium.
It can be both.
Okay.
They're
Yeah,
not
you're getting the
mutually
griffins
exclusive.
so you can be bait at the avium.
Mhm.
Well, she does not have that level of forethought. She's like 12. So,
And I would put out there too that like while you could dispatch a group and they could have possible effects, there's nothing stopping you from going either.
Okay. I mean, we're waiting anyway. Do we have a production line going with this? Do we have anybody at camp that can like determine what's in those potions?
Yeah, I mean, Mother Hen could definitely look at the potions and see what's in them. You could definitely start producing some. The amount that's going to get produced, there's just a time component and ingredients, so you might get a handful more. It's again not going to be a ton. So yeah, you could kind of set some of those in motion. You were waiting a couple days for the scouts to return, anyways. So I mean, it probably is going to take a little longer to get to the mountains and back than for the scouts to get back to you, but you know, there's not necessarily like if you don't take the avium in 2 days, everybody will die either. So
Yeah.
I would do I have animal handling? I do. I want to go get some griffins. That's what Ember wants to do. Whoever wants to join the prophet in securing mounts.
Prophet, is it wise to spread the entire war council?
Probably not.
Some of us stay behind and make sure that the rebellion continues to move forward reasonably.
Benna
course.
Saradin walks by at this point. I led the rebellion fine without you before, Horbus. I've told you this before. You're just in charge of training recruits.
Well, somebody has to keep you in check, Benna. You've been a little gung-ho since the victory.
Yeah. Mayor Thicket does just fine on his own.
Does he?
Old nagger.
I think Horbus is just gonna look at Ember and be like,
So, the party wants to go on a griffin hunting expedition in the mountains?
That's what Ember wants to do.
That's what Ray wants to do.
That's what Ray wants to do really, really bad.
yeah, I think Horbus is gonna look at Benna and be like, fine, have it.
All right.
Going griffin hunting too.
Well, on that note, I think we'll come back next week to a griffin hunt in the mountains. Yeah. Well, that was fun.
Yes.
A little bit of ground laid. I think we got some good plans in the works. And yeah, we're setting up some military actions here in the cute, fuzzy little Humblewood forest we've created here. And yeah, now we're going on a mountainous adventure, leaving the forest a little bit.
Capture some majestic natural steeds and push them into servitude. We just lost
not-
Donnie.
We're not capturing.
Bye, Donnie. Thanks for joining.
Ah,
See you
he's
next
back.
time.
Hey, there he is.
And
You're muted.
people have changed places on our screen now.
Perfect.
Oh, I hate when I do that. I do that all the time. You guys know how I feel about teams. Catch y'all on the flip side.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.